Welcome viewers to yet another exciting, extraordinary, yes, you can make this stuff up. Yes, it's Friday Briefing. And today's guests are totally, and a minute, totally hot. Can't make this stuff up. Oh my, you're with me. Yes, Joinembe. And today's guest, none other than His Excellency, former Premier, Karibu Sana Baba. Welcome, Baba.
Thank you very much. It's Jeff Joinembe.
It's Joinembe.
So, your name is funny.
Yes, Baba. So, tell us, Baba.
Let's wait, we are on top of the clock. Then we continue from top of the clock.
On top of the clock? That's a good one.
Yeah. I'm very happy to be welcomed in KTN.
Yes.
And I'm very happy. Ida unaniona? Ida using me money. Fidel.
You're talking about Fidel?
Which camera? Which one?
The camera.
I want them to see me. Am I smart?
Yeah, you're very smart.
Are we on? Are we on camera?
We're very on, Baba. We're very on, Baba. Jameni.
Jameni.
Welcome, lovely lady.
Usikuze kabisa, kuza hapa juu. Hapo.
Wow. And you're Shanix?
Shanikwa.
Alright, okay guys. Sorry to break a party.
Yes, Mama.
Kef Joinembe.
Joinembe. Can you believe this guy?
Your name is sarcastic and funny.
Yeah, it's sarcastic. You said it.
Alright.
Yes.
Crazy people. Shanikwa, nice to meet you. I like your shoes.
I know. I also like them. So kuniambia unaipenda, it doesn't make any difference. Kula Z.
Shanikwa, you're very rude. This is my show, remember?
Yes.
This is my show.
Yes.
Joinembe.
So, question, Betty.
I'm not supposed to ask you questions.
No, I'm supposed to ask questions. So, Betty, let me ask you. How?
This is too close.
How do you manage to be this hot?
Well, where is your fire extinguisher?
Oh my. Wait, where is it?
No, okay, I'll get it for you.
You can't make this stuff up.
Right, well, all right, can I do my news now?
Yes, you can.
Welcome to KTN Friday Briefing. This is a crazy show that's already began. The Jameni crew is in the house. And of course, they are our guest anchors. They will be joining me shortly. We have a great bulletin lined up. Remember, Willis the Word Master is on standby in Kisumu County. There he is, looking royal in purple. He's going to be joining us shortly for Mind Your Language. We also have the latest news updates. So let's take a look at the highlights.
Even ordinary passengers on the flight expressed outrage in the manner they saw them treat me.
There was just a young lady banging her fist and saying that Wetangula is not going to travel.
Senators furious with Kenya Airways for pulling Moses Wetangula out of a plane.
Kashiko namna hii ni kupigwa. Hakuna pahali ataona ya kutokea. Kuna uwezekano ya kwamba wakati alishindwa kutembea alilala tu.
Corporal punishment gone wrong. Gatundu pupil left paralyzed after spinal injury.
And now we're inviting everybody to show commitment and loyalty to the party or go and join whichever party they want to join.
Let them go. Wiper moves to deal with rebel members as Kalonzo shows who's boss. And standing tall, First Lady named UN Kenya Person of the Year for Beyond Zero efforts.
Welcome to the show. Now we begin with Matters Education, and Catherine Omwanto is on standby at our City Center studios. She has been following closely the talks between teachers' unions and the government. Catherine, I do understand that the talks have collapsed yet again.
Yes, Betty, the talks have collapsed. Let me just give you a timeline rundown. At 2:30, the union officials from the Kenya National Union of Teachers and the Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers met at the TSC headquarters to meet the Teacher Service Commission officials as well as the government officials. By 3:40, we had information that the discussions were getting heated and that it was a stalemate ensuing, and the media were asked to leave at that particular time and probably be called back for a statement, which they weren't. At 6:30, the talks concluded and with no solution in sight. Now, we did manage to talk to Akelo Misori on phone, and he says that the talks have collapsed, and what happened during the talks is that the government said that whatever they're asking for in terms of salary increment is not necessarily fair, given that civil servant salaries have already been harmonized, so it doesn't really make sense. And they also said that when it comes to allowances, like leave allowance, which is one of the issues that the teachers want addressed, they said that that is under study and they will address it later. So according to Akelo Misori, the talks were actually worse than the 14th of October, when they said that the talks had collapsed. We're not sure what the Kenya National Union of Teachers intend to do, because they were the surprising element in this particular case, because they were giving the government benefit of doubt, which is not really in their nature. So we're not sure what they want to pursue, whether they want to call for, legal measures, because right now to call for a strike would be unfair, and they have already agreed that a strike right now wouldn't be the best option. But what we do know is that the KUPPET, the Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers, has decided to go to court, and they will go to court on Monday to compel the government to implement whatever they had brought on the table. This is basic salaries to be increased, allowances for health and medical cover, also allowances for during leave periods. And these are just some of the things that they want to be implemented, and that they hope that the courts will be the way to go and the way to serve teachers. So basically, we're going to keep an eye on that. They have another meeting on the 31st of October, that is next week on Friday. The government had originally wanted another meeting 2 weeks from now, but they were pressured to agree to meet on the 31st of October. So we'll keep an eye on that and let you know how that goes. But as it stands, exams still continue, school still continues, teachers will not boycott classrooms. So basically that's the situation.
All right, thank you very much, Catherine Omonto, for that detailed reporting. As she has said, we'll keep you updated on the latest development. Now, moving on, a group of senators led by Nyeri County Senator Mutahi Kagwe are tonight demanding an apology from the Kenya Airways to Bungoma Senator Moses Wetangula and all passengers who had last night boarded one of their flights to Mombasa. The flight was delayed for more than an hour after Wetangula was involved in a row with Kenya Airways staff at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport in Nairobi over his identity. Patrick Amimo has more.
I was embarrassed and humiliated by our national carrier.
Bungoma Senator Moses Wetangula, who is also the leader of minority in the Senate, was a troubled man last night. According to Wetangula, he had arrived at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport with fellow lawmakers for a flight to Mombasa. After being cleared, he was issued the boarding pass and proceeded to board the flight destined to Moi International Airport, Mombasa. He was in the company of Parliament Speakers Ekwe Ethuro and Justin Muturi and a host of other parliamentary colleagues. Suddenly, Wetangula says the aircraft was grounded and everyone evacuated on what the airline staff claimed was a security threat.
A very serious announcement was made that we have to disembark from the aircraft because of a security breach. And for me, it was shocking because the person in front of us, the passenger in front of me, actually verbally said, could it be a bomb?
It later dawned on passengers that the threat was failure by Moses Wetangula to produce his national identification card. The airline staff demanded that Wetangula should be ejected from the plane. Wetangula says he explained that he forgot to pick his ID from the traveling bag, which his driver and security officer had driven with to Mombasa ahead of him.
I hold a platinum card which I showed them as an identity. I showed them 5 credit cards from different banks. I showed them my parliamentary Eoniminate health cover card. They wouldn't take it.
The Speaker of the Senate, Ekwe Ethuro, identified, needlessly so, identified the leader of the minority. But in spite of all that, there was just a young lady banging a fist and saying that Wetangula is not going to travel.
In response, Kenya Airways Chief Operations Officer and CEO designate Mbuvi Ngunze says that according to its security program approved by the Kenya Civil Aviation Authority, all passengers must show a form of photo identification prior to boarding an aircraft, either during check-in or at boarding. Ngunze says the requirements are clearly posted at all the passengers accessible areas at all airports.
It's about identity. Once you have been identified, and this is a local flight, anywhere in the world, a local domestic flight, even ours, until I think the last few months, the production of identity card was not a necessary requirement.
After a 3-hour standoff, all the passengers, including Senator Wetangula, were asked to board the plane again and departed for Mombasa at midnight. Wetangula reads political mischief on the part of the airline staff to humiliate leaders, especially those in the opposition.
So I don't know if they're profiling leadership for embarrassment and harassment, because I understand they've done this to a few other members of parliament with catchphrases like, we want to teach leaders a lesson.
This is a very serious issue. I think Kenya Airways should apologize to the leadership of parliament.
While Wetangula is demanding an apology, the airline is standing its ground on the actions taken last night. Patrick Amimo, KTN.
Well, that story by Patrick Amimo leads us to a big question tonight, and we are asking, do you support Kenya Airways' move to have Senator Moses Wetangula removed from the plane for the lack of an ID? That's our big question tonight. We'd like to hear from you. The number is 22155, but you can also tweet me. The hashtag is Friday Briefing or at Betty Kyalo, and we'll be sampling your views as we move along. Now, a child in Gatundu, Kiambu County is nursing serious injuries after allegedly being bitten by 3 of his school teachers. The child is said to have been punished for, get this, climbing the roof of a classroom to get his shoe, which flew up while he was playing football. Sharon Manyi brings us this story.
10-year-old James Njoroge suffers immense pain. He can hardly walk. His mother is forced to use a wheelchair to get him into the Gatundu Level 4 hospital for treatment. But what you would hardly guess is that what James suffers from is not a disease. He's nursing wounds from a beating he got in school, a beating that has quite literally brought him to his knees.
Alikuwa anacheza na watoto wale wengine mpira. Kiatu yake akipiga mpira ikaenda juu ya mabati. Alafu akaenda akatoa kiatu yake, alafu akateremka vizuri. Watoto wale wengine wakaenda kwa mwalimu. Mwambie Njoroge alikuwa amepanda juu ya mabati. Njoroge akaambiwa apige makoti. Hawa watoto wale wengine wakaambiwa nyinyi endani. Alafu pahali alikuwa anapigio ati aliwekwa kwa diro ile ya shule. Miguu ilikuwa ndani. Alafu akashikwa namna hii, ni kupigwa. Hakuna pali ataona ya kutorokea.
In that horrifying position, James is said to have been caned in rounds by at least 3 teachers. The injuries had him bedridden at home, but it got serious. Realizing that it was not just pain from a cane that would soon go away, his mother brought him to hospital.
Wakaniambia yeye sio walipiga mtoto. Nikaenda polisi kujaza fidhili, alafu nikapewa hiyo fidhili nikaleta hapa kwa daktari.
So when he was admitted in the ward, he was done investigations, x-rays were done, lab investigations, and all of them showed that he had an infection on the leg. He was done a special x-ray called a Doppler ultrasound, which revealed that he had cellulitis, which is inflammation of the cells, or rather the tissues around the leg.
James has further developed pneumonia.
there's a probability that the time he was injured, he slept a lot in bed and got something we call hypostatic pneumonia that comes when one is not mobile and they're just lying in bed.
We head to Ikuma Primary School where James is a pupil, and upon seeing us, the teachers flee in all directions, with two quickly taking off on a motorbike. In split seconds, the staff room is deserted. We are unable to get their side of the story. The head teacher, the only one they say can speak to us, is nowhere to be found. Cases of assault in schools continue to occur even after the ban on corporal punishment in schools in 2001. A UNICEF report released in September listed Kenya as one of the countries where corporal punishment was still prevalent despite the passage of laws banning the practice. The Hidden in Plain Sight report suggested that up to 73% of boys in the country were likely to experience some form of physical violence, mainly in school. James Njoroge lies here at the Gatundu Level 4 hospital nursing his wounds which he got from the assault. The incident comes 13 years after the government outlawed corporal punishment in schools, this indicating that for some schools, learning still continues in fear. Sharma Manyi for KTN in Gatundu.
Quite an unfortunate story there. And to yet another story of cruelty to children. Now, Evelyn Juliet Atieno, the woman who confessed to placing a hot knife on the skin of her underage house help, has been fined 150,000 shillings by a court in Nakuru after pleading guilty. And as KTN's Kamche Menza reports, the 14-year-old girl has been taken to a juvenile home pending her return to school.
At court number 9, Evelyn Atieno appeared before Magistrate Rita Amwai, and the prosecutor Eric Ocheng presented the facts before the court.
Siku moja uchukua kisu ukaingiza kwa moto alafu ukachoma nayo kwa mikono yake.
Charges to which the accused pleaded guilty, saying that was just a way of making her house help become active and efficient.
Kumchoma kisu moto. Ni kweli ama sio kweli? Ni kweli ama sio kweli?
The court, from the prosecution's facts, had the woman went to the minor's parents in Komenya area in Siaya on September 7th and talked to the parents before she was allowed to employ her as her house help. She also admitted she knew the girl was underage and further stunned the court, saying she usually employs young girls and that the previous one was even younger at only 13 years of age, as they are easy to manage.
To begin with, I apologize to the court because I'm generally to her as a person, because sincerely it's inhuman what I did.
Magistrate Amwai ruled the woman be jailed for 1 year and another 6 months if she defaults the fine of 100,000 shillings and 50,000 shillings for the 2 counts respectively.
Count 1, 100,000 in default 1 year. Count 2, 50,000 in default 6 months.
The 14-year-old girl, who had suffered multiple burns at her employer's house, received treatment at a hospital in Nakuru. The girl was rescued 2 days ago after it emerged that the employer was abusing her, going through painful experiences after her employer occasionally placed a hot knife on her skin as training. Evelyn has, however, managed to pay the fine as the Children Protection Unit hosts the minor at a juvenile remand home in Nakuru. She will be taken to school. It was one of the rare moves taken by people caught on the wrong side of the law, as the accused pleaded guilty before the corridors of justice. For now, however, the 14-year-old girl awaits to know her fate, especially after her education was cut short. Kamche Menza, KTN, at the Nakuru Law Courts, Nakuru County.
Let's now cross over live to Bungoma County, where Jeff Koinange is having some interesting discussions with residents there on Sikika Sasa. Jeff, how's it going?
Security problem than the security issues we are addressing here. Since even the last 1 week, a girl.
KTN's Timothy Otieno with that report.
This has been the First Lady's routine since President Uhuru Kenyatta got into office, running for the sake of women and children.
let us join hands to say no to retrogressive cultural practices like female genital mutilation.
And today, her efforts were recognized at the UN offices in Gigiri, Nairobi. She has been named the UN Kenya Person of the Year 2014 for her Beyond Zero campaign.
Congratulations and also admiration, Your Excellency, for not only having been chosen UN Person of the Year this year, but indeed for being a living symbol of what leadership by example means. For
the First Lady, adorning a red dress and a Maasai necklace with the Kenyan flag, accepted the award accompanied by her children.
I'm truly honored and humbled to be named the recipient of this highly regarded and prestigious award.
The Beyond Zero campaign has seen 7 counties benefit from mobile clinics, and another 20 mobile clinics are ready for distribution.
We have delivered 7 fully kitted clinics to Taita Taveta, Narok, Isiolo, Homa Bay, Wajir, Baringo, and Samburu counties.
You have brought honor to our country, to our region, and to our continent, and we salute you.
Margaret pledged to continue running for the women and children of Kenya in a bid to honor the Millennium Development Goals on improving maternal health care and reducing child mortality.
No more women should die while giving life, and no more babies should die from preventable diseases.
The First Lady's campaign, which began earlier this year, targets development partners to source for funds to improve pre- and postnatal access for all in the country. Timothy Otieno, KTN.
Right, so it's that time that I have been waiting for, and I'm sure you have been waiting for, the Jameni crew. Hey guys, let's keep it. Let's keep it.
We are not all guys.
No.
Oh, sorry. Guys and lady and Baba.
Yeah, yes.
Can I have a seat?
No, you can have a Baba skin.
How do you sit next to men?
Okay, so
like
Shaniko, you want
who
me to
does
sit
that?
No, sit here.
Sit right here.
Yeah, really.
Katikati yao.
Sit here.
Okay. But I'm so afraid of Shaniko.
Maskwembe nazo.
Don't be.
Please.
Yes.
No. This is okay. Joinambe.
Yes.
You're too close, man.
No, don't worry.
Can I move?
No, don't move. So, you didn't answer my question. Tell us.
Ouch. That hurt.
No.
I'm not supposed to ask questions.
No. You're here. I'm here.
I think you need to come back here.
No.
You know, these are my young ones.
No, come on, Baba. Come on.
I feel so
when you see Nyambe,
yes,
next to you, now it is 2 ladies against 2 men.
Yes.
Like in a football pitch.
Yes.
You know, it is A against 2.
Yes.
So, don't worry.
No, I'm okay where I am.
You know, when I was in the US.
Oh yeah, you just came back, or you're supposed to be there?
Yo man. And I decided to when I was in the US, I met 50 Cent nigga, and he told me that when you're talking to other different niggas,
yes,
you say yo man.
Yes. Okay. All right. Got it.
Ujenga itamaliza, by the way. Let me ask you, where do you get your weave? Like, I know you
this
like my weave.
This is not a weave. This is my real hair.
Really?
Oh, really?
To the girls.
What? So wait, Baba. Just a minute, Baba. Because the tweets are trickling in, Baba. And this is not a kabombe, I'm telling you. This is an original. Wow, American. So, Betty, tell us, what do you think about Siddiqa? Tell us.
You can't take me there.
No, seriously.
How about I ask you first?
Shaniqua is here.
Shaniqua is
I'm here.
No, come on, tell us, Baba.
I'm here.
What do you think of what he's asking?
Yes.
Siddiqa, I call down by the I'm the new socialite. Talk of me. I'm here. Wacha kwenda mbali. Tazamini kumurder.
Murder?
I had you had a baby.
Yeah, I did.
Oh my God, is she cute?
She's very cute.
She's very cute.
She's cuter than you.
Yes.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Wacha nikwambie kitu moja. Ukitaka kuwa strong after umepata baby yako, after umepata your kiddo. Your kiddo, after you've gotten your kiddo, you want to be strong. Let me tell you.
Strong like how?
Like strong. Kula mguu ya
Oh my
ng'ombe. Kula mguu ya ng'ombe. You see, when you eat this,
Oh my gosh, that smells bad. Shanikwa, please.
Acha nikwambie, ni aroma. Ni aroma. Hii ni mekadi aroma ndani yake. You chemsha.
Jamani.
You don't drink with the gasi. Use the nini, ntangwaje straw.
This to use it to drink.
Kwembe uko nazo hapa. Nitaongeza kama kijoka. Unajua kijoka?
My mom is from Huisero, so that's why.
Huisero. Mwambie akule ng'ombe. Mwambie akule ng'ombe. Hiyo ni yako. It's a present by the shika. Hiyo ni yako.
Thank you.
Kunuka vizuri nayo.
Wow, this is nice. So, let's start. I like your hair. Where did you get your hair done? I think we should zoom into his head. I mean, this is something.
This is one of the best, if not the best, I'm telling you. Jamal, I'm telling you, Bana. This is sizzling. This is hot, I'm telling you. This is made by this beautiful lady called Linda.
Linda who?
Linda, I don't know the other name. But,
Linda Ogutu?
No, not Linda Ogutu.
Linda Mahips.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yes, okay. Linda. Just call her Linda. She does this. This is actually real.
It's real hair?
Not real hair. It's real fiber.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Are you a side chick?
No, I'm not a side chick.
Why are you funging your hair in a side way?
Yes.
I like it like that.
In a side way.
Why do you have your hair all over your
Because
head?
I'm all over the place. Nairobi mtanijua. Leo ni mimi na nyinyi. I'm all over Nairobi. Nipate changes. Na Catrix. Tunaamka chini.
Why are you not asking me about my trip in the US?
Let me ask Baba. Yeah, let me ask Baba. What was your trip
was
to
in the US?
Yeah, how was it?
My journey must have started from South Africa.
Yes.
Where I went to Kuni village.
You don't need that.
No, I really
the Kuni village was so good.
Yes.
But when I went there, I went in a 10-star hotel. At a toothpick you could come in. 10-star hotel.
Yes.
It is one of a kind.
Where is that? I've never heard of a 10-star hotel.
Yeah, it is next to Minnesota. Minnesota,
Minnesota, you mean?
Minnesota, yeah. Minnesota
or Minnesota?
Minnesota.
Yes.
But when I was there, I see dream. Raila Odinga see the dream.
Yes.
Bwana Spirit Linda. Bwana Spirit. You know, when Bwana Spirit, say my man. Bwana Spirit.
Amen.
When Jesus came, he was whipped.
Yes.
Ili aokoe dunia. Say my man.
Amen.
Raila Odinga also see a vision, akamua kwenda Kwale. He was whipped kuokoa Kenya. Say my man. So Raila Odinga is a bona fide and he is a prodigal son. Ule alikuja kuokoa Kenya. Sema.
Okay.
Katika kitabu cha Ecclesiastes.
Yes.
Mlango ya 18 sura ya 25.
Yes.
Inasema wasamee kwa sababu hawajui kitu wanasamee. Wanasema wanafanya, sio?
Wanafanya, si wa.
Mimi nilisamee mjomba. Alichapa mimi mara ya kwanza. Kwa Biblia inasema samee mtu mara 77. Hata akikuja chapa ingine tasamee.
So Jesus was beaten, so you received the cane?
No, he was not beaten. He came to finish our sins. So Raila Odinga alikuja kuokoa watu ya Kenya.
Sawa.
Yeah.
Asante sana.
So
Jeff.
Yes.
Joy Nambe. You don't really need that.
No, I really do, because you're hot. Sizzling hot.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
The place on fire, viewers. On fire, I'm telling you.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
We'll continue with this, but I don't know who is going to introduce the next story for us. Shanikwa?
You want to introduce?
Yeah. Do you think you can beat me at my job?
Beti kielo nyanga inafanya hiyo kitu mara hiyo.
Twende basi.
Ndio kesho onena nako.
Alright, let's cut off there. All right. And I like your shoes. You should,
Don't like them, si zako. Ni zangu.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Be kind, you're in my studio.
Kwa hivyo utanimaliza.
Okay, let me just take you through this because hapa ndo utalemewa.
Hapa?
Yeah.
I kalisha my mwili here.
Kalisha your mwili there?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Are you comfortable?
My mom is singing this, eh?
Your mom is singing this?
Yeah. Hi, Mom. How are you? I love you. Okay, twende kazi.
Okay, hapana si hapa, pale hivyo. You see that? Camera 2 with the gentleman there behind? No, please. These kids are watching.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so, so this is your camera. Start by introducing yourself and then you give it some oomph. You know what oomph is? You're a socialite. You must know what oomph is.
Kibetikelo utanimaliza. Okay.
All right, take it away.
Okay, hello. My name is Shanikwa, the model, the socialite, aka Murder Them, GM Guy Mwadhani. Here I am. Really, ukicheka tena ukinama na kumaliza by the way. Okay. All right, now to some morning drama from Bungoma County where a matatu conductor was subjected to a forceful washing by his colleagues. Oh my God, who does this? And warned against spoiling the good image of the county by failing to bathe regularly. Robert Wanyonyi. Kwani Wanyonyi wote wa ugangi? Ni kunyonya tu.
No, that's the reporter. Robert Wanyonyi is the reporter.
Oh my God. Robert Wanyonyi pole. Reports. Endelea kureport Robert.
Human nature dictates that a man has to be clean, whether rich or poor. And in Bungoma, residents chose to enforce this silent and written rule, given that water is a natural and free resource accessible to all. That is how Ahmed, a 25-year-old tout at the Bungoma bus stage, found himself on the receiving end today. His fellow touts decided to give him a fresh look.
Na alikuwa anakaa kwa kipanda yangu analala ndani. Kwa hivyo nilionelea ni ya kwamba ni vizuri aoke, awe msafi, ndio awe akilala pale kwa kipanda. Kwa hivyo ndiposa nikaitana wenzangu, tukakusanyika ili tukasaidiane kumuosha ili akaweze kuwa msafi kama watu wengine vile wako.
Nimeonelea kufanya huyu kijana awe msafi kwa sababu ni kijana tunakaa na yeye hapa Kandui, na mimi kazi yangu ni mtu wa kupanga magari wanaamba hapa Kandui, lakini nilitaki tukae na watu wachafu.
After the forced cleanup exercise that took about 2 hours, it was time to ensure that Ahmed is a new man, complete with a new set of clothes. And then came the interview with the press. The man, who could neither communicate in English nor Kiswahili, told us that his religious beliefs prevented him from getting near water. The touts announced that they are on a self-declared mission to rid the town of people like Ahmed, who they claimed are scaring away investors for the Bungoma County government. Robert Wanyonyi, KTN Prime.
So the guy there, he's a conductor who doesn't take a bath.
Lazima angenyolewa kipara.
Lazima anyolewe.
Anakama alilambwa na ng'ombe, you know.
Okay, sawa.
You know those guys are not fair. Munaosha mtu alafu mnampatia madodo na chapo.
Watakapatiwe nini? Okay, Shanikwa, okay, you know what? Tell us how Shanikwa fared. The hashtag is Friday Briefing. How do you think you fared?
I think
a 5 out of 10.
I think I'm going to take your job.
Me, really?
No offense.
Look at me, really?
Like for real.
Like for real?
Like for shizzle.
All right, we'll ask you to come for an interview, then we'll know from there. You know, you have to be intelligent.
Yeah.
A socialite intelligent.
Wacha nikwambie kitu moja. Mimi ndo mama yao. Hao wengine ni watoto.
Sawa.
Yeah.
Okay. Niyo kamera basi.
Sijui mwana nimejigonga hapa by the way.
Okay.
Ni gani hii ama
hii hapa ina fly.
Sisi mame basi. All right. My name is Shanikwa.
Si lazima ujiintroduce tena. We know you already.
Kuniaibisha nayo.
Okay, sawa.
Ni ushamba inanisumbua by the way.
Okay.
So we'll be right back after this break. This is KTN Prime Briefing. Friday Briefing with me, Shanikwa Wadhiongo. And this is the briefing. Okay.
Okay, that's enough.
We'll be right back. I love you guys.
Right, let's have some business. Our guests will be back in a short while. And President Uhuru Kenyatta has established a high-level steering committee to coordinate the development of the lapsset project. The team, chaired by Transport and Infrastructure Cabinet Secretary, draws other cabinet members from 10 other ministries all aligned to the project. They include cabinet secretaries from the Energy, Environment, Lands, Agriculture, Industrialization, Treasury, Devolution and Interior Coordination, Head of Public Service and Secretary to the Cabinet, Joseph Kenywa, as well as Attorney General Githu Muigai will also sit on that steering committee. The team is expected to strengthen coordination of the project that has been slow to take off, as well as resolve policy issues affecting the project's implementation. The steering committee will also be charged with strengthening resource mobilization for the project and give impetus to the project's implementation. The lapsset project is key to Vision 2030, making Kenya the hub for trade in the East African region. Let's move on to the coastal city, and the beautiful coastline, cultural and historical sites is what meets the eye when you arrive at the county of Kilifi. such attraction sites have defined how residents of this county live their life, with the tourism business providing direct and indirect employment to the large section of a population. KTN's Charles Gitonga spoke to Emerson Kingi, the governor of Kilifi, on the situation on the ground as far as tourism is concerned and what the county government is doing to turn around the fortunes of the sector and those of the residents.
Country has been undergoing one of the most difficult times in that sector, basically because of issues to do with insecurity, scaring our visitors away, especially the international tourists. Just tell us, what's the situation at Kilifi right now as far as, restoring tourism is concerned?
The bookings currently are extremely low. We still have hotels that have closed. There's some that are threatened to close. We had an opportunity when we were in Italy to engage with the major players in this industry. And the picture they painted to us isn't that good. But all is not lost. There's some measures that if we can be able to address by the county and the national government, we believe the situation can be arrested. But time is not on our side. We need to put up these measures as soon as possible. Already, if you look at the figures of guests that have confirmed coming for the high season, the figures are extremely low. Last year, at such a time, most of the tour operators had bookings close to 30%. But this year, at this time, we are looking at between 0 and 1%.
Is the issue of insecurity still the main scare? What's the main issue really?
I think there's a lot of misinformation in the market. Because when I went to Italy, the issues that were raised, why guests are not really booking, coming to this destination, is one, the issue of security. Two, was the issue of Ebola. It is this misinformation that is out there that is making quite a number of would-be tourists coming here to sort of cancel their flights to this country. And this has really impacted negatively in the market.
We saw in your 2014-2015 finance bill, there were some new levies and which touched on hoteliers and tour operators. And that was not good news to them, especially coming at this time when the industry is on its knees. Just what is happening in terms of those levies? We understand you suspended them, but currently what is happening?
As a governor, and I'm being aware that tourism is one of our highest revenue earner for the county, we were willing to suspend levies for a certain period to allow them gain foot, especially during this very difficult moment that the sector is facing. We're very much willing to sort of suspend levies to enable them gain footing. But you see, we can do that at the county level. But the things that will make tourists come to this country are not suspending levies.
So are you in a position to tell us maybe where we will go with these levies?
All that I can assure the sector is that we are going to suspend certain levies to make them regain their footing. And we're going to do whatever it takes to make sure this sector actually moves to the next level.
What's the status of domestic tourism at the moment, and what are you doing maybe to encourage people within the country to travel to destination Kilifi?
Domestic tourism is extremely erratic, erratic and extremely seasonal. In that, over long weekend like Easter or the weekend we're now, the coming weekend, you'll see a number of, domestic tourists coming down. And we want to change that. We want people to keep on visiting. And we've been engaging with the stakeholders and hoteliers within the county to give a particular package to domestic tourists so that this will be able to attract local guests coming down to the county.
Joy Nambi would say thick and fast. Keep them coming. The hashtag is Friday Briefing. But for now, let's go to Mind Your Language. And of course, we start with Word on the Street. This is interesting. You need to listen up.
Appreciation.
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 punch.
Appreciation.
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 Well, it's that time that we cross over to Kisumu County, where our teacher, Willis, the word master, is on standby to teach us those tough pronunciations. Well, Willis, how you doing? Looking good in that royal purple.
Well, before I tell you how I'm doing, you look tough in that black. But personally, I'm doing good, Betty.
All right, great to hear that. Willis, let's begin from our first word. Now, you've had there our Kenyans giving us varied pronunciations. Is it appreciation, 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 all those, varied pronunciations? Which is which, Willis?
Well, Betty, this word is very tricky. You'll hear of appreciation, appreciation, appreciation. There are so many versions that you can hear, but the correct pronunciation of this word is appreciation. Appreciation. We talk of to appreciate, then we say appreciative, then we say appreciation, not all those other versions.
And when it comes to depreciation, is it depreciation or depreciation? Depreciate, depreciate. Is it the same thing?
Depreciation, the same thing. The issue here is whether we say season, season, so we say Shiation.
All right, got it, Willis. Moving on to the second word, do we say albino or albino? This is a word that, has also tough pronunciations we've heard across.
Betty, never say albino, especially in cis communication.
All right.
Just say albino, albino, albino. Just like we talk of Ebola. Certain words are easy to pronounce. So when we try to use a lot of style or what we call hypercorrection, we end up making mistakes.
All right.
So albino.
Okay, albino and Ebola. Got it. Now, Willis, when I listen to you explain some words, you use a certain word that I want you to tell us more about. You say situation, but we are used to hearing situation. Willis, which is which?
Well, we don't say situation. Many people say situation, situated. No, situation. When somebody is taught about letter T to have sound T only, the person may say situation, situated. But remember, letter T has sound T, like in toy, ch, in situation or punctuation, and it also has sound sh, like in nation. Nation. We don't say nation.
Willis, got it. That should have been our surprise word because it's a big surprise. So situation, not situation. All right. Let's move on to this other university. Is it Egerton, 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 Egerton? Which is which, Willis? Teach us about that.
What we have to avoid is sound G for letter G.
All right.
G. Egerton, Egerton, no. We say J. Egerton or Egerton. But the correct pronunciation for that word or name is Egerton. When you find what we call RP, you'll hear of Egerton, with what we call a consonant cluster. But saying Egerton is okay. What we avoid, Egerton, no.
Okay. All right, got it. I'm sure the students there have learned something. All right, let's move on to this other two words. You have the coalition government, and then how do you also differentiate it with, impact between two things like head-on collision, which is which?
I'll say whoever asked that question, Betty, deserves a pat on the back. If it's coming from you, you deserve one on that black dress or that black outfit. So basically, what we say here is coalition or coalition for the government. Coalition or coalition. But when we talk of colliding, from the verb collide, then we now say collision, head-on collision.
All right.
But many people say the collision government.
Yes.
Very wrong.
Very
we say head-on collision, but coalition or coalition government.
All right, Willis. Okay. Moving on to your surprise word. I know today you have a tough one. Which is which? Tell us about it.
Now, the word I have as a surprise today is not actually a word, but a name.
Okay.
Many people talk of Joseph.
Yes, Joseph.
Josephat. Josephine.
Yeah.
Joseph, Josephat, Josephine. I'm sure you must have heard of all those.
Well, I say Joseph.
The word or the name Joseph. Joseph should not be Joseph. We say Joseph with the voiced sound Z. Zeph, not Seth. Zeph. Joseph, so and so, not Joseph. We say Josephat. Josephat. This one may be very tricky. Many people say Josephat, but we say Josephat. We also say Josephine. Josephine, not Josephine. The way we said it locally.
That has got so many people, off, because, we used to saying Josephine and Josephat and Joseph, So it's Joseph.
If you want another one, I can add you the name.
Yes, please.
Geoffrey. There's nothing like Geoffrey or Geoffrey. We say Jeffrey. Jeffrey.
Whoa. Okay.
Not Geoffrey, not Geoffrey.
Wow, that's a nice surprise. Those are nice surprises. I don't know. Do I pronounce my name correctly? Is it Betty or is it Bitty? I think I should check with you.
No. We just say Betty.
All right,
Betty. But we have to say pretty. Pretty, but Betty. Betty.
All right, Willis. Well, we conclude the class right there. Such a surprise, an amazing lesson we've had today. Thank you very much, Willis.
Thank you too, but we have to remember nobody can be totally perfect.
Yeah.
Next week, Betty will be there.
All right, Willis, the word master, in all his glory, coming to us live from Kisumu County with tonight's edition of Mind Your Language. This has been Mind Your Language right here on Friday Briefing.
And still in cricket, but on a rather sad note, the cricket fraternity in Kenya is mourning the death of Emily Ruto, who was until her demise this morning the national women's team captain. Emily is Bomet Governor Isaac Ruto's daughter. The family confirmed that the late Emily was due to be flown to India for specialized treatment for leukemia, but she passed on at the Aga Khan Hospital this morning. The late Emily beat all odds to excel in a sport from the time she was a student at the Kenyatta High School despite her health challenges.
So this has been a crazy show. As you can see, my jaws are hurting. These guys are just crazy. Okay, what's wrong with my hair?
No, I just wanted to ask you. So are you 100% real with your... is it real?
I'm team natural.
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 Do you listen to soul music?
I do listen to soul music.
So, here's one. Soul music.
Not that kind of soul music. Hey. Let me just... First of all, this guy's Jameni, the newest comedy show in town.
Yes.
And they definitely rock.
It is called the New Town in the Block.
Yes.
The New Town in the Block.
Yes.
The Jameni crew, remember to catch them every Thursday.
Yes.
7:30.
Yes.
You'll get Shaniqua, Baba,
Yes.
and Joy Nyambe.
Joy Nyambe.
It's all about nyambing.
All right, Shaniqua, someone is asking, who's your favorite actress or actor?
Nikumbusha anaitwa nani?
Angelina.
Jolie. Angelina Jolie. Nikumada. Cheza na mimi na kumurder.
Murder is the case.
Murder is the case. All right, so are you guys looking for anyone? First of all,
No, listen.
Okay.
Maybe not look for anyone. Just a minute. Wait. Just a minute. Bilal, unaniona nyumbani? I'm looking good, as usual. Umetoa kitu
Where? Yeah. Yes.
Hata wewe nimekusamea vile nisalimia mjomba.
Okay.
Yeah. Nilikuwa naongea na mama watoto nyumbani.
Okay, sawa, wamesalimika.
Hata tu Jameni pia tunakuja Sunday, kuna repeat.
Kuna repeat on Sunday.
Yes.
There's a repeat on
Sunday.
Sundays. after 1 o'clock news.
Yes.
And okay, my hair. What's wrong with my hair?
You can touch mine.
Okay, fine.
Or mine.
Okay.
You feel it?
Ngoja kidogo.
Yes.
Okay.
Ngoja kidogo.
Yeah, we need to wrap up the show.
I know. I also need to wrap up by the way. Can you think I'm feeling so good being here? Let
Be
me tell you.
kind.
If Ati be kind. Skiza.
Okay, maybe you can use this
Ukimiss
camera.
that-
Use this camera.
Gani?
This one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Guy, kwani mimi ni mweusi hivi? Oh my god. Okay. Ukimiss Thursday, tafadhali uza TV. Haikusaidii. If you miss Jameni on Thursday 7:30, just sell your TV.
Exactly. Just sell
it's
your
a wrap
TV.
between me and you.
It's a wrap. And between you and I? Thank you by the way for this.
My girl.
I don't know where I'll take it, but I don't know.
Unakwanga na nini?
Fridge.
No, si fridge.
Yeah.
Ile karai ile sufuria kubwa inatangwaje?
Hiyo inatengeneza wet fry.
Kiza.
Hiyo ni kama
Sawa. Nitaingiza ndani. Okay, sawa.
Unaingiza ndani.
Okay.
Unachemsha.
Okay.
And one thing.
Very briefly, 1 second.
The one person who did this, she's called Linda Marie.
She did a great job on the makeup. Okay, guys, we need to watch.
Ngoja kitandawili. Kitandawili.
Yes.
Okay.
Nipe muji. Nipe muji.
Okay.
Nipe muji.
We are going to
Nipe muji.
Mombasa.
Shauri yako.
All right, thank you so much for watching Friday Briefing. It has been amazing. We definitely will bring these guys back.
Yes.
In our upcoming shows.
What a week.
What a show, what a week. All right, thank you so much for watching. Tune in Friday.
Wake a selfie.
Double tap.
Next Friday, it's been great having you in studio.
I love the body.